Good day and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. My name is Amani Bigamil. So we are the group 5. So I am the first reporter and we will talk about the digital system application. So what is a digital system application? So the digital system are electronic systems that process, store, and communicate information using discrete binary values. Meron tayo ditong 0s and 1s. So they are foundational to modern technology, offering high noise immunity, reliability, and easy data manipulation. So, ano nga ba si digital system application? So, si digital system application po is, ito yung mga system or electronic na gumagamit ng 0 at 1. So, tinatawag itong binary. So, para ma-process ang mag-restock or mag-imbak ng magpadala ng mga information, ibig sabihin, imbis na tuloy-tuloy ang signal, hinahati ito sa dalawang halaga lang, which is yung tinatawag natin na binary. Yung 0 is instant for off at yung 1 naman is instant for on. And mas madali itong gamitin at mas maaasahan kasi hindi agad naapektuhan ng ingay o error, kaya karamihan sa modern technology or modern gadget ay gumagamit nito. So like for example, sa cellphone. So sa cellphone is ginagamit ang digital system para mag-text, tumawag at like magbukas ng mga apps. So sa computer naman is sa laptop. So sa laptop is nagpo-process ng data gamit ang 0 at 1. And sa calculator naman, so sa calculator is nagbibigay ng exact kumbaga kung ano yung hinihingi natin ng sagot. And then sa smart TV naman is dito nagpapakita ng malinaw, like malinaw na mga larawan at tunog ng mga gamit at digital signals. So let's proceed to the definition and scope of telecommunication. So communication is the dynamic, continuous process of exchanging information, feelings, and ideas between individuals or groups through shared symbols, signs, or behaviors to create manual understanding. Its scope includes verbal, non-verbal, message, interpersonal to mass media, and is essential for social, cultural, and organizational function. So, ang communication is, ito yung, kumbaga, pag-share natin ng mga ideas, kumbaga, yung mga thoughts natin, di ba? Yung mga feelings. And also, we can communicate through the verbal and non-verbal communication. So, ano nga ba ang non-verbal? So, ang mga non-verbal po is yan na yung mga ginagamitan ng sign language. While si verbal communication na po is yan na yung pakikipag-communicate natin na ginagamitan natin ng verbal. So let's proceed to our last, which is the telecommunication in simple terms. So telecommunication in simple terms is the exchange of information, voice, data, video over long distance using electronic technology like phones, internet, radio, and satellite. So it's make instant worldwide communication possible, connecting people and machine instantaneously. So, ang telecommunication ay ito yung mga way or paraan ng pagpapadala natin ng mga message or yung mga pagtanggap natin ng mga information. So, tulad ng voice, data, at yung mga videos. So, kahit malayo ang yung pagitan natin sa isang tao is ginagamit dito ang mga technology tulad ng cellphone, internet, radio, at satellite. So, di ba dahil dito nagkakaroon tayo ng mabilis na pag-access para makipag-communicate ka sa kahit nasa ibang lugar or nasa ibang bansa ang kausap natin. So, it is very important to our daily life, lalong-lalo na sa ating pagkikipag-usap kung may mga kamag-anak tayo nasa ibang bansa. And also, nakakatulong din ito sa ating pag-aaral para makakuha tayo ng mga information, and also, it is very important din sa ating pagtatrabaho.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. I am Jasmine Eto Adteg from a Group 5 reporter, and at this juncture, I'm going to discuss to you the importance and application of telecommunication. But before that, let us first know what is telecommunication. Telecommunication acts as a backbone of modern society, enabling instant global communication, business sector, staff efficiency, and emergency services. So there are key importance of communication. First, we have global connectivity. While we talk about the global connectivity, it connects individual and organization instantly across the world. So by the use of the internet, we can communicate, or we can socialize to the around the world. Second one is economic growth. So economic growth drives innovation, digital commerce, and the exchange of information. The third one is remote work and flexibility. Enables hybrid work models and remote team collaboration. Disaster response, crucial for transmitting alerts and coordinating emergencies services during crisis. The last one is accessibility. Bridges the digital divide by offering communication access to remote areas. So that's are the key importance of telecommunication. First, we have global connectivity, economic growth, remote work and flexibility, disaster response, and the last one is accessibility. Again, when we talk about the telecommunication, it is act as the backbone of modern society, enabling instant global communication, business sector efficiency, and emergency services.
So as to the continuation of Jasmine Adtech's report, I'm going to discuss the basic components of a telecommunication system. So, number one, we have the transmitter. The transmitter sends information from the sender to the receiver by converting it into signals. So, the transmitter is part of a telecommunication system that sends information from one place to another. It changes the message into signals that can travel through a communication channel. So, we have the basic components. So, number one, we have the information source, or it can be produces the message through voices, text, and videos. So, example na dyan is yung human voice, text messages, music, or even the video. The second one is the input transducer. It converts message into electrical signals. So, ibig sabihin, example na lang, a microphone changes sounds into electrical signals. Ibig sabihin, yung microphone changes the sounds that it converting through using electrical signals. So, yun yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. Next is we have the encoder or the modulator. It prepares the signals for transmission. So this component, it processes the signal so it can be transmitted properly through the communication system. Ibig sabihin, pinaghahandaan niya yung signal to transmit properly. Then we have the power amplifier, or it strengthens the signals. So from the word understandable naman yung word na strengthens. Ibig sabihin, it increases the strength of the signal so it can travel longer distances. And lastly, we have the transmitting antenna, sends the signals through air or cable. Ibig sabihin, that antenna sends the signals into air or through the transmission medium. Ibig sabihin, napapadali niya yung pag-send ng signals using the antenna, sends the signals into air and through the transmission medium. So, yun yung 5 components ng transmitter. So, now, let's proceed to transmission medium. The transmission medium is the path where signals travel from transmitter to receiver. So, the transmission medium is a path or it is also a channel used to carry signals from the transmitter to the receiver. And meron din tayong types of transmission medium. Yung A is yung guided or the wired medium. Ibig sabihin, wired guided. Yan, wired. So, number 1 is we have the twisted pair cable used in telephone and LAN communications. So, dito, ang commonly used niya is yung mga telephones and internet connections. We have the coaxial cable or used for cable, TV, and internet. So, used for cable televisions. Yan. And those broadband internet. And the third one, we have the fiber optic cable or it uses light for fast data transmission. So, of course, from the word uses light to send data very fast over long distances. So, yan yung mga parts of the cable using wired medium. And now, let's proceed to unguided or the wireless medium. We have the radio waves. So, used in radio, Wi-Fi, and mobile phones. At big sabihin niyan, this transmits signals through air without cable. Pag sinabing ganon, di ba? So, yung radio waves, yung used in radio broadcasting, Wi-Fi, and mobile communication. We have second, the microwaves used in satellite communication. So, it uses satellite communication in a long-distance wireless transmission. We have the infrared or used in remote controls and short-range communication. So, distance wirelesses or distance transmission. So, in summary, transmitter converts and sends signals. Transmission medium carries the signals. Communications can be wired or wireless. So, transmitter ang nagko-convert and sends through signals. Ang transmission medium carry, siya nagdadala ng signals. And the communication can be wired or wireless, katulad ng sinabi ko. So, telecommunication system needs a transmitter to send a transmission medium to carry the signal. So, these components help people communicate using telephones. Ganyan po yun. So, I hope you understand and gain knowledge about my topic. So, that's all for now. Thank you.
Good day to each and everyone. I am Noamin S. Edris from the Group 5 Reporter. The continuation of Valera's report, which is the receiver. First, what is the receiver? The receiver is the person, device, or system that gets or accepts a message or from the data from the sender. So, ibig sabihin ng receiver is ito yung tumatanggap ng information sa isang communication process. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang siya basta tumatanggap. Kailangan din niyang intindihin or decode yung message para maging meaningful. The next one is, here is the basic communication process. Ang una is sender. Ibig sabihin, ito yung gumagawa at nagpapadala ng message. Siya ang taong nagsisimula ng communication. Number 2 is transmission medium. Ibig sabihin, ito yung daanan ng message tulad ng internet, cable, signal, at iba. At ito yung dumadaan ng message para makarating sa message. So, yun po yung tinatawag na transmission medium. Number 3 is receiver. Like what I've said kanina, na tumatanggap ng message. Siya yung nakakatanggap ng pinadalang information. So, yun po yung tinatawag na receiver. So, the number 4 is decoding. Ibig sabihin, pag-intindi o pag-interpret ng message. Dito is inuunawa ng receiver ang tanggap na message. So, yun po yung tinatawag na decoding.
Good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ryan Alabas and I am going to discuss about types of telecommunication system. Telecommunication systems are networks that transmit information, voice, data, video over distances using electrical or electromagnetic signals. So, ang wired systems use physical cables, twisted pair, standard telephone lines, and Ethernet connections. So, ang example ng wired systems is coaxial cable, coaxial cable used for cable TV and early broadband services, fiber optic, high-speed, long-distance data transfer, widely for core internet and communication networks, or yung PSTN or Public Switch Telephone Network, traditional landline telephone system. So the next one is wireless systems. Use electromagnetic waves. Ang example nito is radio. Ito yung radio AM, FM broadcasting, general radio services, microwave point-to-point links, mobile network backhaul, satellite provides global coverage used for remote areas, or yung TV broadcasting and navigation, or GPS, cellular, mobile networks, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G for mobile calls and data, short range like yung Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, infrared for remote controls and device connectivity. So that's all po. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day to each and everyone. I am Sarah May Angal, the last reporter from the Go5. So today, I am going to discuss the basic safety practices in telecommunications. So, ang telecommunication work ay may risk tulad ng kuryente, heights, at heavy equipment, kaya importante ang safety. Number 1. Use proper personal protective equipment. Always wear proper personal protective equipment. Dapat lagi kang naka-helmet, gloves, at safety shoes para ito sa protection mo, lalo na kapag nag-install ka ng cables or umaakit ka sa poste or tower. Number 2. Follow electrical safety rules. Check the tools and equipment before gamitin. Bago magtrabaho, siguraduhin maayos ang mga tools mo like yung mga pliers, tester, and ladder. Kung sira, huwag gamitin kasi delikado. Number 3. Work safety at heights. Follow proper ladder and climbing safety. Kung aakyat ka sa poste or tower, siguraduhin stable ang ladder. At may safety harness ka. Iwasan ang madulas or unsafe na lugar. Number 4. Maintain tools and equipment. Keep your work area clean and organized. Huwag magkalat ng wires or tools baka matapakan or matisod. Number 5. Practice proper cable handling. Be careful with electricity. Sa telecom, madalas may kuryente involved. Iwasan mong humawak ng wires. Siguraduhin naka-off ang power bago mag-ayos. Number